Hello friends, students, my dear viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself Dr. Irfan, Department of Commerce. Today I am going to discuss about the individual behavior differences. In last video we have discussed factors influencing individual behavior in organization. This video is very important for the differences of individual behavior. What are the contents are available in the individual behavior differences? First one is nature of individual behavior differences, and another one is important dimensions of individual behavior. Now I would like to discuss what do you mean by individual differences. Individual means here self, differences means here maybe attributes, maybe characteristics. Okay, every person having a different characteristics, not a compulsory every person having the same characteristics. Why? Somebody are very reserved, somebody are very social, somebody are speak very loudly, somebody that speak very softly. That is called the differences among the individual. What they are given? Individual differences are personal attributes that vary from one person to another person. Yes, vary. Difference from one person to another person. Why? Individual differences may be two categories. One is physical and the one is psychological. What are the terms are available in the physical as well as the psychological? In physical, differences are height. Yes, somebody are having a very tall, somebody are having very short. Maybe in this physical differences are happen. Okay, next one is weight. Okay, you can see that somebody are having a 50 kg, 60 kg, somebody are having a quintal, 2 quintal. That is the weight also very important role play here. The physical difference is when your weight is high, your body will be what can say very bigger. If your weight is very less, your body will be very lesser. Okay, that is called a weight. Next one is body shape. Yes, body shape. Nowadays everybody's are concentrating about the body shape. Everybody's are moving for the maybe in the walking, and somebody's are going the yoga because of to make a shape in a good manner. It also comes from the physical differences. Next, appearance. Yes, appearance is very important role play here. Why I'm telling appearance? Okay, everybody's are watching your appearance. What type of dress you are wearing, what type of shoes you are wearing, what type of tie you are wearing, what type of formal dress you are wearing, what type of how to communicate with the respective public, how to communicate with the superior, how to communicate with the subordinates. That is the appearance also very important role play here. For example, you can see that Sudhamurti when she came for to give some hints for the businessman, on that time everybody are watching her all the personality. Okay, she is very simple and a very social worker. Why? Because of that is called appearance. Everybody are having a appearance. Next one is complexion. Okay, complexion also very important role play here. Why? Appearance depend upon the complexion. Okay, complexion is also is a link between the particular physical differences. Next, we will discuss the psychological differences. Physical means here you can touch, you can see, you can watch. Psychological means here you can't touch and you can't see, but you can realize what they are going. Okay, in this psychological differences, first one is personality. Okay, personality, it shows a very important role play here. Why? Personality shows the particular complex multidimensional construct, and there is no simple definition of the personality. Okay, maybe in the personality is the characteristics, maybe in the attributes, maybe in the commonalities, maybe in the differences in the psychological behavior. Okay, here the personality we are having one particular concept is there in the next. Okay, we'll discuss in the thoroughly, but you should remember characteristics, maybe in the tendency, maybe in the commonalities of the personality. Okay, next one is attitudes. Yes, attitudes also very important role play here. Okay, what type of attitude you are showing in front of your superior, good attitude or bad attitude. Okay, maybe in the positive attitude or maybe in the negative attitude, that also very important role play here, the attitudes. Next one is perceptions, perception towards the organization. Okay, perception towards the employee, perception towards the subordinates, perception towards the superior, perception towards the peers, perception towards the salary, perception towards the rewards. It also shows that the particular differences. Next one is motivation. Okay, now organization, some leaders are, they are motivating very good for the employees. Yes, you can do, they are doing some wrong things but they are motivating. Yes, you can do in the next time, you don't move for the next time. Okay, that is called a motivation factor, also very important here. Maybe you are having two types of motivation factor. One is monetary motivation and the one is non-monetary. Monetary means here you can increase the salary, money matter. Non-monetary means here you should provide award, a reward for the respective employees. And last one is learning. Learning also very important role play here. Learning means here you should learn every day. Okay, in nowadays every organization they are providing the training for the employee. Why they are providing training for the employee? Because everybody are learning, because of customers needs, wants, demands are changing. That's why here we should learn so many things one by one. Okay, these are the psychological differences. Okay, after that another one is, I'll tell you just individual differences. Individual differences make the manager's job extremely challenging. In fact, according to recent research, variability among workers is substantial at all levels but increases dramatically with job complexity. For example, sometimes the managers are very extremely challenges they are taking, but on that time by luck, okay, some variability will becomes in the particular market. On that time you should cannot make a dramatically. Okay, is also one type of the individual differences. Next, the nature of individual differences. Okay, we discussed. Now important dimensions of individual differences. Okay, now we are having a totally 4 important dimensions of individual differences. What are those? Self concept, personality dimensions, abilities, and personal values and ethics. Very important for the dimensions. Next, what do you mean by self concept? We'll discuss the first one. What do you mean by self? Self is the core of one conscious existence. Self means here your own individual, what you are. Okay, it is good for the awareness of self is referred to as one's self concept. What you are, what you are going to explain in front of the public, in front of the organization, you should help. That is called a self concept. Okay, one of the sociologists, Victor Jacques, defines self concept as the concept the individual has of himself as a physical, social, and spiritual or moral being. Yes, self concept always, it's shown that self always shows that what you are going to, what type of ethics you are having, what type of social thinking you are having, what type of spiritual being you are having, thinking, what type of physical differences you are having. That is called a self differences. Next one is, in other words, every individual recognizes himself as a distinct individual. a self a self concept would be impossible without the capacity to think. Yes, it is also one type of the capacity to think. Now next we'll discuss self esteem. What do you mean by self esteem? Okay, in self esteem is refers to self esteem is a belief over one's own worth based on an overall self evaluation. Yes, what you are going to show. Okay, okay, next one is it is called a self evaluation. Okay, before doing your work you should evaluate yourself. I am deserve or no. Okay, if you are deserve, you can move for the particular task. Those with low self esteem tend to view themselves in negative terms. Yes, who having a low self, low confidence, automatically they are moving for the negative terms. They don't feel good about themselves, tend to have trouble in dealing effectively with others, and are hampered by self doubts. Okay, when you are not good on that respect to work, on that time you can't move. If you are moving on that time, you are creating some problems to others. Why? Because you are not thoroughly available, thoroughly knowledge about the respect to work. Okay, what are the now high self esteem means here when you are having a positive thinking about the work. Yes, you can do. Yes, I can. Then means here you can do all those things. If you are thinking I can't, on that time you cannot do one single work. Okay, in this self esteem you are having a particular manager can build employee self esteem in 4 ways. First one is be supportive by showing concern for personal problems, interest, status and contribution. Be supportive by showing concern for personal problems. Okay, if you are the manager of a company, on that time you should take care about the personal problem of the employee. First one is interests. Okay, first if you are manager, before selecting that respective employee you should have a take a information about the employee, where you are interested. You are interested in marketing, you are interested in finance, you are interested in production. You should have a knowledge about the respective employee. Next one is status. Okay, you should check out the status of the employee. Next one is contribution. You should ask to the employee what is your contribution to the respective organization. This is the first one. Next one is offer work involving variety, autonomy and challenges that suit the individual values, skills and abilities. You should offer to the respective employees. Yes, I will give you one offer for you. I will give you, promote to you. Okay, you should have a show your values. You should have a show your skills. You should have a show your abilities. It is the second one. Third one is strive for management, employee cohesiveness and trust building. Okay, don't move for the conflict about the your superiors. Cohesiveness. Again, you should build your trust with among the respective your subordinate, always your superiors. Next one is fourth one, have faith in each employee's self management ability, reward success. Okay, you should have a faith among the employees. Why? To having a self management ability to the success. Okay, you should have a depend upon the rewards. Okay, next we'll move for the self efficacy. Okay, what do you mean by self efficacy? Self efficacy is a person believes about his or her chances of successful accomplishing a specific task. Okay, when a manager will provide one particular task for their employees, if their employee is thinking that I will complete that task, yes, they are successfully completed, on that time they are having a that employee having a self efficacy. Yes, ನಾನು ಆ ಕಾರ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Okay, I am a very successful person. Okay, I am completed that task. Okay, I am happy with my respective job. Okay, I am very helping to the respective organization. Another one is according to organization behavior writer, self-efficacy arises from the gradual acquisition of complex cognitive, social, linguistic or physical skills through experience. Okay, how to achieve the self-efficacy, how to achieve the respective task, we are requiring the acquisition of complex. Okay, complex is very important. You should different from the others. Cognitive, you should think about the only positive thinking. Social, you should build with your social relationship with your employees, or if you are subordinate with your superiors. Linguistic, don't think about the linguistic, I am a male, I am a female. Next one is physical skills through experience. These are the very important skills about the respective self-efficacy. Okay, in self-efficacy having some implications for managers. First one is to design recruitment selection procedure. Okay, the manager should design which type of selection you should get, you should provide, you should take action for the selection. Next one is for designing job. You should design a respective job, which person to do this type of job, what type of job. Okay, next one is for systematic self-management training. Okay, you should maintain a very systematic SMT, we are called self-management training. You should provide a training to the employees. Next one is for goal setting and quality improvement. Yes, first manager should make a goal setting. Okay, what is your goal setting, what is your goal. Okay, according to that goal setting, you should make all the feedback from the employees and should make a quality improvement of the product and training and employees. Next one, to evolve suitable leadership. Yes, you should have a good leadership skills for the to development of the relationship. Okay, these are the implications for managers. Okay, next class we will discuss the another dimension, that is the personality dimensions, abilities, values. Okay, physical and intellectual qualities we will discuss in the next video. If you like this video, please subscribe and to share your friends. Okay, we'll meet you in the next video.